And hello everyone, welcome back to another Let's Play. This is Myrokos, and bear with me as I make that alternate. There we go. And I've decided after a little hiatus, getting over Horsefall's death, to progress the MSQ. So without further ado, let us get caught up. Now, Tataru just can't believe he's... Me neither. The Sins of Antiquity. Alphino is lost in thought. Oh dear. We must press on. Tataru, pray return to your duties at the Forgotten Light. Let us go speak with Sir Myrokos. I worry for his well-being. Yeah, me too. An audience with the Lord Commander? Yes, yes, of course. We're all here then. Sir Amaric. Of course, curse those bloody horse sons and piss on their swiving round table. Estinian is not holding back. Good to hear.
My friends, I am in your debt.
Blessed voice acting.
Think nothing of it. Your wounds are healing well, I trust.
Some wounds do not heal.
What now?
The founding. The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
Yep, he knew.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it. The architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatosker, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
The great worm slew the king and half of his knights.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their one mistake was to show mercy, for from his brother Hreisvelger did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thordan's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, His honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us. I ask you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all-too-fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account? Must every subsequent generation be judged as well? Thorin's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment? Nay, say I. I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe. Dragons are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice. This fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler cause, a more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would you say to them? What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught? Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the necessity of this solution. Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as well. Do not despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity, and bring about the change you so fervently desire. If he has spoken with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
You saw something, did you not? A vision of the past?
Yep.
So this is the power of the Echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past. 'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank, self-serving delusion. Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
I have given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heaven's Ward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Aye, the manner in which Ser Zephyrin struck down Lord Haurchefant was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The spectacle called to mind King Thordan and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in scripture, holy powers and all.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls.
Primal summoning.
7 hells!
Just like
If Lady
Shiva.
Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
Are the Heaven's Ward truly so reckless?
Unbelievable!
As they fled, my father spoke of Aziz La. Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful. We must find the Heaven's Ward and stop my father before it is too late.
Master Tiara, Master Alphino, I, Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, do hereby entreat the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Our aid in preventing whatever it is that the Archbishop intends. Your aid in bringing him to justice. Too much blood has been spilled for the lies he perpetuated. No more. Yes, of course. You two were close, I know. Much has changed since our order's founding, but our duty to combat the primal threat has not. If the Archbishop and the Heaven's Ward are guilty of the crime of summoning, then Myrokos and I will stop. Would that I could join you in the pursuit, but alas, my father's absence has thrown the government into chaos. Ever since the founding of our nation, there has been an archbishop to serve as a guiding light for the masses, a force of stability to counterbalance the High House's ceaseless maneuvering. Convincing the people to recognize the truth of our origins would have been difficult even with my father's support. The road ahead is that much more fraught with peril without it. Yep, it is. Yet walk it we must, for unity is more vital to our survival than ever. After all, Nidhogg's death did not mask the cessation of Giovannian hostilities. Far from it. We will have great need of each other in the days to come. You may ever count on my lance, Sir Emmerich. To my dying breath, I shall defend Ishgard from the Horde. If I may, Lord Commander, I would assist the Scions in their search for the Archbishop. Myrokos, Master Alphino, pray attend me outside. Sure. Very well. With me, Myrokos. I believe we have much to discuss. Where could they be headed, and what does Azizla have to do with it? Good questions. In search of the Soleil. Lucia appears to have something to say. The Soleil was eastward bound, so I sent word to Camp Cloudtop on the off chance the airship passed nearby. Sure enough, Lady Laniite informed me that it had been sighted by her scouts. Then the Archbishop is somewhere in the Sea of Clouds. Or was, not long ago. The airship has not been seen since it disappeared into the northern reaches near the Blue Window. Alas, because the region is firmly held by the Vanu and not easily accessible from Camp Cloudtop, House Hylanart has yet to establish a foothold. We will need not only an airship, but a captain bold enough to risk the beastman's wrath. I think we both know the perfect candidate, Myrokos. Let us pay a visit to Master Garland at the Skysteel Manufactory. I see. Then I will take my leave for now. There are other matters which require my attention. Who else but Master Garland would be willing to deliver us into Vanu territory? I say we go and ask him first. Here he is. Ah, the dastardly duo. What mischief have you two been getting up to lately? You haven't heard, have you? I hardly know where to start. Yeah, Horshafon's dead. Among other things, he was a good man. That he was. Sid, have you ever heard of Azizla? The Archbishop spoke of it before he fled. No, but it's probably some source of phenomenal cosmic power that's key to his plans. From what he told Myrokos, the Asians tried to tempt him as they tempted Gaius with the ultimate weapon. Even if he spoke true about playing along, I can see him attempting to seize it. As if we needed another reason to pursue him. Well, I'm convinced. The Enterprise is at your disposal. Come to the airship landing when you are ready to depart. It's just as well. After pulling you out of the fire these last few times, I reckoned I was due to deliver you into it. Into the blue. Alphino must see to one last thing before he departs. Into the fire, is it? In that case, I should inform Tataru of our plans. Valdelazin, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. How are you, Valdelazin? pray go on ahead to the airship landing. I shall join you anon. Bald Ellison. Okay, thank you for correcting me on the pronunciation. If for some reason my mind went to another character, a Baldesian character from ARR, I believe, but okay, Bald Ellison. Yeah, glad to hear you're doing well. Pray go on ahead, I will join you anon. I heard about your man Horshafa. Sorry for your loss, Myrokos. Good to see you again, Myrokos. It's been a pleasure to it'll be a pleasure to have you aboard the Enterprise again. The boys have been hard at work preparing for our flight, and I'm pleased to say that we are ready to depart. That is, as soon as a certain... Yeah, finally. Only just leisurely strolls then. Pray forgive my lateness. Tatara and I had much to discuss. Is this my first playthrough? On stream, yes. Yes, it is. We still have no news from the missing science, but she has assured me that Arianje and Riol are pursuing promising leads. Come, we can continue this discussion aboard the Enterprise. Yeah, I have another character that I use to play the game more leisurely, and then this is my stream character where I do things on stream. The others are waiting for you aboard the Enterprise, Myrokos. Shall we get going? Yep. No time like the present.
To the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted. In search of a mysterious land known as Azizlar, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets. Oblivious to the new threat which followed in their wake,
they came. We'll keep the Enterprise here for now, but if you need to head back to Ishgard, you can use that standard to signal for an Ironworks airship. Don't worry, we charted a route safe enough for others to fly unless that primal shows up, but what are the odds of that, eh? We'll stay in touch with your Temple Knight friend, don't you worry. The Enterprise is ready to fly at a moment's notice. Just come running if you run afoul of something you can't handle. From here, Camp Cloudtop looks rather far. Be on your guard, Myrokos. The Vanu could be anywhere, even watching us as we speak. Alphino has a mind to start searching the blue window. Familiar faces. Yes. Assuming the Solil is here, I doubt she will come to us. We should begin searching the Isles in earnest. Of course, we must remain vigilant for Vanu scouts as well. I would rather avoid needless bloodshed. Ether current. Always acquire. Gods, look at them. So many isles, so many places to hide. No, we must not lose hope. He is out here, there, Myrokos, and we will find him. You search the skies for the Solil, but see nothing resembling the missing airship. Yep. Oh dear, it's the duty. Here we go. Oh, sure, as if looking over there like that is going to not see something I didn't from where I am. Okay. Mayhap this effort was doomed to failure. Begs mercy of Netherlings, does not fight, does not wish to die. Was that a Vanu being attacked? But by whom? Garleans? Up here? Over there. Imperial troops. What are the Garleans doing up here? Ishgardians, seize them. They'll know where the Archbishop's bishop is. We don't know where the Archbishop is. We came to looking for him. Oh dear. The enemy of my enemy. We've no choice. With me, Myrokos, protect the Vanu.
Protect me!
I think you're gonna need more than Thaliak. It's not like you've ever actually dealt with. And so we live to fight another day. Netherlings save Lanu Vanu from certain death. Showers Netherlings with thanks like summer's squall. Lanu Vanu knows not what wind bears Netherlings to cloud sea, but warmly welcomes them. Shows gratitude where gratitude is due. You're welcome. Okay. Sometimes there's something new that they say between turn-ins. Devourer of Worlds. Lanu Vanu would like very much for you to enjoy the hospitality of his village. Lanu Vanu owes much and more to Netherlings, and as saviors, as heroes, Zundu welcome you. To village we go, to north, come. So the Garleans were searching for the Archbishop and believed that the Vanu Vanu knew something of his whereabouts. Methods notwithstanding, they may have had the right of it. I conclude that we should accept Lanu Vanu's offer of hospitality and visit his village. Is it just me, or did they slow down the attuning time near the time meter bar? It seems slower than before. Okay, I want to believe Lanu Vanu is sincere in his intentions. Nevertheless, keep your eyes open, Myrokos. Like breeze guides leaves to rest, come and lay down your burdens. Netherlings, Lanu Vanu throws wide arms in greeting. Behold, Akzundu. And it started out sunny and has since become overcast. If our warmer welcome than the one you received from the Vendu, I think. Yeah, that was harder. That was not really good. Ha! Vendu bluster and blow hither and yon, sound and fury like aimless gale. Yeah? What unseen lightning begets such thunderous report? There you are. Did you see it? See what? It's overcast. It's that damned flying whale again. The Imperials are after it. Oh dear. Yeah. Where? The white? It's right there. He's wounded. And he's hungry for islands. By the 12th, did the beast just eat that island? Yeah, he did. O insatiable wight, O devourer of worlds, why must you torment us? Ah, Lanu Vanu wastes no more words on his unfathomable deeds. Come, Netherlings, come and break words with Chief of Zendu. It'll take a lot more than Imperial cannons to bring that beast down. When you described it as a flying feathered whale, I naturally assumed you had taken some liberties. I'm a very literal person, Alphino, you should know this by now. If I say I saw a giant flying feathered whale, it means I saw a giant flying feathered whale. First attune. That way I don't have to worry about making the hike. With wisdom deep as nethers and eyes clear as cloudless blue, Sanu Vanu speaks for Zundu. Hearken to his words. Netherlings deliver Lanu Vanu from claws of steel-shod fiends and prove nobility. He knows not to ignore zephyr winds, and brings before you with all haste soft rains to soothe the heart, and sunshine to warm. Gratitude of Sanu, chief of Zendu, is boundless. We are honored to meet you, Chief Sanu. I am Alphino Livier, and these are my companions Myrokos Tia and Sid Garland. We are come in search of an airship, a flying vessel of the Nethers, which we believe is somewhere in the Cloud Sea. Ah, like to black steel-shod contraption from which you saved Lanu Vanu? Alas, no. That ship belongs to the Garlean Empire, an old enemy of ours, though not the enemy we are looking for at present. The men we seek wear armor of purest white, and are led by an older man in white robes. Wait, Lanu Vanu hear tell of these Netherlands. You do? Are you certain? As sun rises and falls and returns, we are. Zindu scouts can testify to words of Lanu Vanu. Aye aye, winds carry purpose of Netherlings to our ears as well. Netherlings seek key to Azizla. Now we're getting somewhere. Tell us, Chief Sanu. What exactly is this Azizla? Beware, Netherlings, for blackest clouds portend greatest danger. Look not into heart of tempest. There lies ancient birthplace of sin, home of forbidden secrets. To speak more is to call the wind. But the white devours isle where key is kept. Deep within bowels of mighty Bismarck it lies, beyond reach of the foolhardy. Of course he ate the island where the key was kept. Of course he did. And beyond ours. Rejoice not in his gluttony, Lanu Vanu, for as stone gives way to water and wind, all yields to white. This he knows, Chief Sanu. Madness of Vundu bodes ill for all Vanu. Could we not just leave the key to the Forbidden Land in the island-eating whale's belly? I mean, I can think of worse places to keep it. No, I thought not. Black and the white. Alphino has that familiar look in his eye which can only mean one thing. So, Azizla is the home of forbidden secrets, accessible only to the bearer of a key which the Archbishop covets. Much as I would like to believe it, safe within the belly of Bismarck, the Knights of the Heavensward wield primal powers. If we do not slay the whale and claim the key first, they surely will. Quite how we will go about it is another matter. As was the case in our battle with Leviathan, we are out of our element, and this time we have far fewer allies to call upon. Be that as it may, our customary approach still holds true. We must begin by learning more about the white. Let us each question the residents of the village, then regroup and share our findings anon. If netherlings seek knowledge of the white, then speak with Kunu Vali, foremost keeper of tales. But neglect not to present self with humility and respect. As sun yields to moon and moon to sun, netherlings must greet Kunu Vali with a bow. Here. Am I missing something? Oh, over here. Zephyr winds at your back and sunshine to warm your brow. Traveler from below, Kunu Valley, keeper of tales, hears your words and she remembers. In times long ago, in lands elsewhere, before even the clouds see, the white is one among many. Newborn, he swims beside his many brothers in the seas of endless water. But hated the white is, for his brothers are purest black. So great is their contempt, their loathing, that they turn upon him and rend his flesh asunder. And so he falls, only to rise again, for merciful gods raise him to the heavens, and there he is reborn. The white still longs for the sea to which he cannot return, but in rebirth, a splinter of the divine is shared, and so he opens his maw from whence come the clouds, and a new sea is born, home to him alone. Content he gazes below and sees others who are as he, hated and hunted. He weeps, and in his benevolence he raises up isles of earth and guides the people to the cloud sea. Such is the tale of his rebirth and the salvation of the Vanu. May it never be forgotten. But this demon which menaces the cloud sea, his rage is that of the Vundu. his hunger that of a wild beast. The isles are his gift to us, yet now he must consume them. Kunu Valley knows no tales like this. Okay. Personally, I've seen enough of that flying feathered whale already. We're not done with it yet, said. So according to the Vanu Vanu, the Sea of Clouds and the Floating Isles were gifts from Bismarck to his people. Gifts which he has taken to eating, yes, technically within his rights, I suppose, if perhaps a little ungenerous. Gods, eh? But what of you, Alphino? Did you learn aught of value? Alas, no, that is, unless you have an interest in the intricacies of Vanu sky fishing. Sky fishing? My gods, that's it. Alphino, my boy, I could kiss you. From what we have observed, Bismarck is a creature of pure instinct, driven primarily by hunger. When wounded by the Imperials, it fled, but not before devouring another island to restore its strength. What I propose is this. We tow a suitably appetizing island through the Sea of Clouds, in essence, fishing for our flying whale. Once we draw Bismarck out of hiding, we shall use dragon killers to fire grapples into the beast's hide, and then reel it in close, enabling our resident Icon Slayer to engage it direct. A bold plan, Master Garland, but an exceedingly dangerous one. Should Myrokos fail to subdue the creature, he would almost certainly be eaten, along with the rest of your appetizing island. Oh, he won't fail. And if anything does go wrong, I'll be at the helm of the Enterprise ready to tow him out of trouble. I wouldn't entrust a task like this to anyone else. Nor I. I trust you have no objections to my joining you as well? Not at all. The more the merrier. Right then, it seems the boys and I have a lot of work to do if the Enterprise is to be ready for our fishing trip, while you two need to find me some bait. And not just any island of mine, and I want a mouthful at the most. Given the size of that whale, that's no small feat. But I think we can find something. The boys and I can handle most of the preparations, but we'll need you to secure a suitable island. Let me know when it is done. Bolt, chain, and island. Alphino loves it when a plan comes together. Well, you heard said we need an island to bait the hook. By way of a first step, I propose we speak with Chief Sanu of the Zundu. If the Zundu are as concerned by Bismarck's behavior as they have given us to believe, they may well be supportive of our efforts to slay him. Have some blue quests. Is there any more? And in terms of ether currents, I have 3 quests. I have 2 more quests and 2 locations to get. Okay. Flying the Nest. Gunavanu wishes that he could choose his family. Netherlings coming is fortuitous as late season rains. Gunavanu and Gunavanu's family faces desperate times. His brother verges on failing Zendu's rite of passage again. All Vanu in Zendu must undergo rite of passage for respect of others in tribe, otherwise no better than nestling. Brother fails trials 7 times, must try for 8th time soon. 8 times, no Vanu ever fails trial 8 times. If brother fails again, gales of laughter from others in tribe shame family until day sun in sky no longer burns. Gunavanu sees Netherling help others like wind which brings seeds to bloom, and Gunavanu would ask for his help as well. Rite of passage rules very strict, but Gunavanu has plan. Rules forbid aid from other members of tribe, but say nothing of Netherlings. Help my brother and quell impending storm of derision our family faces. Brother's name is Gunavanu, and he roosts... Gunavanu knows not where. Brother's temperament changes faster than breeze in autumn. Ask other Vanu and seek him out, or Gunavanu stays nestling forever. Oh boy. Netherling seeks out Gunavanu. He is skilled at 2 things, finding shade for napping and running away when Chief gives word. Newborn hatchling works harder than him. Sleepless in Zendu. Ganuvali is looking around nervously with bloodshot eyes. Gunavali cannot escape unending thunderstorm of buzzing bugs and desires sleep more than rain during summer drought. Ganuvali has idea to soothe bugs droning but delirious from exhaustion. Nothing goes in Ganuvali's stead. To east lies gurgle grass, which devours bugs. As Vanu hatchlings feast on Wamarakampa meat, Netherling brings Ganuvali 3, and storm in ears recedes to dull drizzle. Whew. Of course it's over there. Okay. Well, in the meantime, I can progress with the other Ethernet quest. Ether current quest, sorry. Netherling finds Gunavali easily. Look under every tree in village. Gunavanu follows shade as sunset follows sunrise. Say to Gunavali, wake up, and Netherling comes to know true meaning of panic. Gunavanu never where he should be, while other Vanu work, Gunavalu soars like Griffin in his dreams. Vanu not seen him since sunrise. How charming. I have a feeling that, well, let me head over that way and just... Let me finish this ether current quest and then we'll continue MSQ. Ah, Gunavalu awake. Yes, he is. Gunavalu Vanu works hard. Works hard. A netherling. No wings, fleshy beak. Not Vanu, certainly. Netherling should not sneak up on Vanu that slumbers, claws cut sharper than fierce gale. And I'm here to help you with your trial. What? Gunuvanu's brother sends Netherling to help with rite of passage? Yes. Gunuvanu passes right and is no longer nestling. Heavens shine on Gunuvanu this day. Worry of failing 8 times weighs heavy on heart. But now, with the Netherling's help, Gunuvanu casts off weight and soars higher than any in Oxzundu imagines. Yeah, and now that I have my current, you can stay here and just keep going. I got the current from you. There's no more need for me to help you. Bye. Or is there incentive to continue that quest line? I have another ether current. A bit of a ways south, so let's see if we can find it. Hopefully without attracting any of the mobs. That is a wish that will never be granted. Not seeing anything here. $188 yalms north. Let's see, is it up here? Not seeing anything over there. Oh, over here. Fortunately, I was already coming this way. We can but ask. The Tramontane is upon us, the white feasts, and the Vundu rejoice in his carnage. Hear me, Chief Sanu. This creature which torments you is not the deity who raised up the floating isles and made a gift of them to you. He is a perversion of your beliefs given form by the Vundu, a false savior who consumes that which he should rightly safeguard. Yet it need not be this way, Chief Sanu. We have the power to strike down this impostor, but we must beg of you an island to see it done. Moats against the tempest, in vain do they struggle. Yet who is Sanu to speak of what may be? Perhaps even the Tramontane can turn the Ponente. Very well, Netherlings. When you are ready, tell Zundu scouts what manner of island you acquire, and they guide you to it. We shall not fail, Chief Sanu. On that you have my word. Come, Myrokos, let us see how Sid's preparations are progressing. Guess we have to go all the way over there. Fortunately, we need to head that direction anyway for the other quest. Well, there's an ether current. They're so close to. My, that took hardly any time at all. The Ironworks engineers do not disappoint. Are we ready? Are we really going to go sky fishing for a primal? Yes, we are. Our Ishgardian friends have furnished us with dragon killers and ammunition, and I've taken the liberty of procuring a Magitech field generator as well. Rest assured, we've chains to spare, every link forged by the manufacturer's master craftsmen. If you've any lingering doubts as to their strength, know that they were originally intended to bind dragons, and were not found wanting. It pleases me to inform you that the Vanu have agreed to furnish us with an island of our choosing. Then all that remains is to confirm the readiness of the poor buggers who will be actually doing the fighting. Myrokos, let Wedge know when your party is assembled. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but I don't like this plan. I don't like it one bit, but I can't help being excited all the same. So tell me, Myrokos, are you ready to hunt the white whale? Sure. After you then, Myrokos. All aboard. Okay, Bald Ellison, if you're on Cactar, if you're on Ether Data Center, let me know and I can set up a private party listing in Party Finder. Otherwise, I'll just MSQ. I have to go over here to pick up the grass thing so I can finish off that one quest. What is it? Yeah, my cat just came into the room. There's nothing wrong with Carolina. I figure I'll sort out and clean up my inventory while I wait. The one downside of doing this playthrough as a DPS is that you get long queue times. Oh, here we go. Ooh, this music's good. The music in this game is just on point. Yeah, that's the circles. Ah! Looks like, okay, we pull up over here. circle. And get out of that one, too. Oh, well that was interesting. Can't even command someone, oh well. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, come on, what now? Oh, crystal time.
War, light, beloved.
Ooh. We hear her, Mommy Crystal.
Homemade.
Homemade what?
Darkness, like to none known. Hark. Receiver, blessing, s'more.
So falls the Lord of Mists, as did all others before him.
Igyorn.
How many times does this make, warrior of light? Ah, how much you have grown. Far beyond the limits of mere mortals.
He has what we seek?
That he does. The key to Azizla and the secrets of Alag.
Oh, come on.
I see you have regained the blessing of light, albeit at a fraction of its former strength.
My thanks to you, Asian. And to you as well, Warrior of Light, for saving us the effort of slaying Bismarck. Now that the key is within our grasp, the path to the heavens shall at last be laid bare. By our deeds shall the wrongs of antiquity be righted, and man reclaim the reins of history.
Is that Ozzy's Law? I'm just glad we're all still here to tell the tale. I didn't know Alphina had been studying Magitech technology. He was a godsend during the fight, the way he helped me tend to the engines. In retrospect, we probably should have seen that coming. Still, you fought well, Myrokos. Better than that, in fact. Chin up, eh? Forgive me, Myrokos. Had I known what was happening, mayhap I could have done something to stop them. Alas, Wedge and I were still sealed within the engine room and heard naught of the struggle until it was over. And now, for all our efforts, the Archbishop holds the very thing we sought to keep from him. But all is not lost, for we yet live, and we know their destination. Let us give chase and bring an end to their machinations. A difference of opinion. Alphino seems determined to put all thoughts of failure aside and turn his mind to the struggles ahead. Though we failed to secure the key, we must not forget that we succeeded in ridding the realm of another primal, and prevented the Vanuvanu's lands from being consumed in doing so. The Zundu, at least, shall be glad of our deeds this day. Let us go and inform Chief Sanu of our victory. Sid and the others will need a moment to tend to the Enterprise besides.
Wait, something is amiss.
Yeah, where is everyone? The Garleans again?
Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
Reveal yourselves at once! And there I was, expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
I thought Ishgardians responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken.
Varisos Galvus, he's the Emperor? If I remember correctly?
Just as Huaya observed. The Warrior of Light is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
The Warrior of Light? He who bested Van Baelsar?
It would seem that the famous hero of Eorzea seeks Azizlar as well. Hardly unexpected. The secrets of the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the scions of the Seventh Dawn. You know as well as we what will ensue should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free. That their very existence threatens the life of this star. We but disagree on the solution to the problem.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favored recourse. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
You do not hesitate to speak your mind, even when your every word could be your last. Alas, your sentiments betray the narrowness of your view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world. Tis my solemn charge as Emperor to bring the icons to heel. If this requires the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
No, don't! They are not his thralls!
Ooh. Where did that come from?
Where did that come from?
Oh boy.
Take cover!
Lucia?
Your Radiance, we must withdraw.
I take it this is the Agrius class battleship. What?
We shall meet again, warrior of light. On that you have my word.
So Garlemald too has designs on Azizlar. But why would the Emperor himself elect to lead the expedition?
I don't know. Maybe he's curious? Just a thought. Ah, the armor. I had sent it here as a precautionary measure. I had it sent here. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would stand less than 20 paces from the Emperor of Garlemald, Varus Zos Galvis in the flesh. I assumed the commander that accompanied him must be the legatus of whom the Centurion spoke. Ah, forgive me. This is neither the time nor the place for such idle speculation. Pray return to the Enterprise at once. It occurs to me that our friends may have run afoul of Imperial forces as well. I have yet to apprise Chief Sanu of all that has occurred, but once I have, we will rejoin you at the airship. Okay, but first I have to get that other ether current. Or at least gather the parts I need to complete that quest. What is Lucia doing with a Garlean Magitech mount? Much better to fly. Thank the 12-year life, Myrokos. When that battleship appeared and fired on the village, we feared the game was up for you and Alpha. What in the seven hells happened out there? The Emperor came looking for Azizla. First, the Archbishop turns up with an Ascian in tow, and now the goddamn Emperor pays us a visit? What is this? A procession of notable bastards? Who's next? The Keeper of the Seventh Bloody Gate? No one so notable, Master Garland. I am happy to report that the Zundu were overjoyed to learn of Bismarck's demise. Chief Sanu sends his warmest regards, Myrokos. There was much talk of westerly winds. Miraculously, none suffered lasting harm during the raid. It would seem the Zundu were taken entirely unawares and wisely chose to offer no resistance. I sense that they have no more to fear from the Empire for the present, at least. Had the Emperor truly been intent on their extermination, Oxundu would already have been leveled. Plainly, Varus is only interested in reaching Azizla. Speaking of which, if you're ready to continue the chase, the Enterprise is as well, shall we? Yeah, why not? We're all going to the same place. And what will we find at the end of the road? Well, what are we waiting for? I've done it, Myrokos. I've worked out which way they're headed. Whenever you're ready, we'll set course for Azizla. She's all patched up, Myrokos. Okay, good to know. Let's get the show on the road. One good turn. Judging from Sid's expression, he has news which he believes will please you. Lest you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If Azizla lies in that direction, we'll find it. The Soleil may have a lead on us, but she's no Enterprise. We'll catch them, you'll see. Good to know.
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again. Least of all under these circumstances. My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
That figures.
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
Livia? Livia Sas Junius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar?
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
my mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich. 'Twas his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him. But I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Ooh, so true.
My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Chief, we should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Azizlar should be.
Hold on, everyone!
Alright, hold on, because we're going in.
Look! I think that's it!
So this is Ozzy's.
Chief, is that... Allagan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
What was that?
A force field of some sort, my
Some
guess.
sort of barrier!
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the auxiliary propeller!
Sid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
God damn it all! Why do the Allagans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
Probably because they're Allagans and they overdo it. Overdid it. What could be out there that would warrant the personal attention of the Emperor himself? Good question. Gods, just think about all the repairs we'll have to make. Just thinking about all the repairs we'll have to make is giving me a bleeding headache. Sid's piloting under pressure was a marvel to behold, and may I never have the opportunity to do so again. I wonder, does she have a name? Oh dear. Oh, Wedge. And we barely finished repairing the damage incurred during our sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. And you can only presume the Solil passed through the barrier unscathed. That would certainly explain why the Vanu called it a key. For every day I spend in the sky, it feels as though I spend a week on the ground. An engineering enterprise. Alphino appears relieved to be standing on solid ground once more. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think he is not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Azizla. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in. Ah, you've returned. Sir Emmerich and the others await you within. Okay. Though we know little and less of Azizla, one thing is plain. The Archbishop and the Garleans cannot be allowed to avail themselves of its secrets. I swear, whenever there's an Allagan ruin, there's trouble just waiting to happen. I suppose that's why they erected such damnably convoluted defenses around everything. If the Empire has an interest in Azizla, we have all the more reason to hurry. I would not see its secrets fall into the hands of either the Archbishop or the Emperor. Welcome back, my friend, and pray forgive me my earlier display. I grieve for my son still and shall continue to do so, but I have resolved to be strong. It is what he would have wished. Yeah, we all grieve him.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allagans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing 2 galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
She may not spend her days slaying primals, but Tataru is no less a scion than you or me. Full oft has her knack for acquiring information proven vital to our endeavors. Welcome back, Myrokos. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? No, we got stuck with a barrier in our way. So you finally arrived at Azizla, only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier? Typical. But it's not all bad news. I've made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, Myrokos. We'll get to Azizla yet. Ethereal Trail. Tataru is eager to share her progress in the search for the missing scions. When you fled the Victory Feast, you used an ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Yep. Well, shortly after things went back to normal in Ulda, I asked Marshal Tarupen to have the tunnels searched. A logical place to look, it was there that you lost contact with Minfilia, Thancred, and Ishtola, was it not? Yep. Dare I ask what the Marshal found? I don't know. I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said there had been a discovery and that we were to come to the Hall of Flames at our earliest convenience. I dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once. Tataru, let Oriange know to join us in Ulda. He will wish to be present as well. Yes, sir. As thou art to return to us, wherefore might our comrades not be this, same. Never shall I concede them lost till I have seen proof of their passing. We are grateful for your assistance, Marshal Towerpen. You saved her grace and father both. 'Tis the least I can do to repay you. Forgive my impatience, Marshal, but your missive mentioned a discovery? Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scour the waterways almost immediately. We encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. With the mineral concerns cooperation, however, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen crystal braves. Go on. Be at ease, Master Alphino. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. And then there is this. Ishtola's wand. I had assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. 'Tis as I did surmise, judging by the etheric imprint that lingereth yet upon this wand, it hath assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Namely, the very first that man did conceive to traverse great distances, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize the life stream. Flow. The spell entaileth the reduction of the corporeal form into its constituent ether, that the caster might enter the life stream and ride its currents thereby. Unlike the teleportation magics of modern times, it requireth not a lengthy incantation. That Ishtola should choose to employ such a spell bespeaketh the need for haste. All of which would suggest she managed to escape. And presumably Thancred too. They were together. Would that it were so simple. Know that the scholars of Sharlayan forbade the use of this spell, and with good reason. The caster hath but limited control over his course. For every mage who came safely unto his destination, another would be set adrift in the life stream, never to emerge again. What? No, you can't mean. Be not downcast, my friends, for there is yet hope. 'Tis like that Ishtola's passage hath left traces in the life stream. could we but follow these from the point at which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her. To the Sildy excavation site. Then, our thanks for your aid, Marshal. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Ishtala's safe return. Simply being here calls to mind the events of that fateful day. If our friends weren't in the tunnel, that must mean they're somewhere else. Yeah, but where? Evidence of Ishtala's passage will have been made faint by time, but mayhap some few scant traces yet remain to guide our steps. The trail leadeth to the north and east, unto the bosom of the Twelves Wood. Are you certain? Aye, there is no mistake. Thither hath Ishtala journeyed. And yet the Gridanians have reported no sightings. We must take this to mean she is still adrift. If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the life stream is more akin to a raging torrent. Linger overlong in the midst of this maelstrom, and the ether that formeth one's soul shall surely be scattered, never to be reformed. We have no time to waste. Urianger, pray explore all possible options for reversing the effects of this forbidden magic. Myrokos, Tataru, we three shall press on to Gridania and petition the Elder Seed Seer's aid. Hold on, Ishtala. We're coming for you. It is said that the elementals perceive the life stream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in its midst, they may be able to find her, but if we are to appeal to them for assistance, we must needs do so through their chosen, the Pajal. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak with Kane-sana without delay. Lost in the life stream, Alphino is eager to petition the Elder Seed Seer's aid in rescuing Y'shtola. I have already requested an audience with the Elder Seed Seer. She will receive us in the Lotus Stand presently. We need but speak with the conjurer yonder to be admitted. The Elder Seed Seer awaits. Pray follow me. Be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. It will not, my lady. Pray forgive the abrupt nature of our request, but it is a matter of life and death. Yeah, Y'shtola's in the live stream. We need to get her out of there. I see. As you say, we must needs act swiftly, if we are to free Y'shtola from the ungentle pull of the life stream. And as you have surmised, we cannot do this unaided. However,
in requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
oh, it's so much easier on my voice when there's a voice acted cutscene.
That being...
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the Elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The Elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Oh! I know just the person! Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
I was not aware that Y'shtola had a family member here in Gridania. How very convenient. Forgive me. I have grown so accustomed to being laughed at by the fates, I cannot help but mistrust them when they smile upon us. We must, of course, seek the woman out at once. If memory serves, Ishtala's sister is named Imitra. She's supposed to be a member of the Sons of St. Koinak. Anyway, she spends most of her time around Apkalu Falls. From what I recall, let's look for her there. Yes, is there something you require? Lady Mitra, it is an honor to meet you. My name is Alphano Leveilleur, and this is Tataru Taru. Your sister's in the live stream. We need your help to get her out. So you are my sister's comrades in the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. When I heard that your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Stola. But all mine efforts were to no avail. Now I know why. A forbidden spell of all things. That she should be so reckless. But what's done is done. I thank you for bringing word to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we were born of different mothers, our veins course with the same father's blood. I hope that this will be enough for the elementals. Come, let us make for Evershade at once.
Let us begin. Raya O, Arun, if you would.
Fingers crossed, people.
Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
There. Now! A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once. All that remains is to pray, my friends.
Let us pray that Ishtola awakens. Oh, Ishtola. Just seeing her face again, it's oh, I've been so worried. Without the Elder Seedseer's aid, Ishtola may have been forever lost to us. I shall go to the Lotus stand to offer them my heartfelt thanks. Tataru's surprise. Tataru needs you to fetch a few items for a crafting endeavor. Ishtola is resting within an inn room. Though she's still unconscious, the signs are positive. The conjurers say she is in sound health and should awaken before long. Isn't that wonderful? Now, while we wait for Ishtola to wake up, I thought I'd take the opportunity to finish my little surprise for her. It's something I've been working on for a while now in the hope that she'd one day return to us. It wants for a couple more items before... just a couple more items before it's ready. I've already placed orders for these items. Could I ask that you retrieve them for me? One is with the Leatherworkers Guild, and another is with the Conjurers Guild. Speak with Mistress Yeva and Brother Isumi Yan, and they ought to take care of you. Well, if it isn't Myrokos, looking for some hides to tan, mayhap? Here to retrieve an order from Mistress Tataru, you say? You come at a good time. I finished it but moments ago. It was no small coup, working it to her specifications, but I did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However, did that girl come by chimerical hides? Anyway, you need either balls of steel or bottomless coin purse. It is, and it seemed to me she had neither. She has a way of getting things. Greetings, Myrokos. I trust you have been well. Is there aught you require of me? Ah yes, Mistress Tataru's order. As requested, it has been sanctified in the sight of the elementals. I know not what she intends for the staff, but it is a most singular artifact. Even one possessed of my experience would struggle to wield it. Someone like him would struggle to wield this thing? Ooh, that's no small feat. The Seed Seers are gracious souls. It gives me heart to know that they are our allies. Ah, you're back. You have the items, I hope. Yep. A leather bag containing an item prepared by the Leather Workers Guild as per Tataru's request. A cloth bag containing the item prepared by the Conjurers Guild as per Tataru's request. Oh, it's precisely as I requested. A perfect match for the other pieces. Truly, Geva is a master among masters. And the staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much, Myrokos. You're welcome. I can't wait to see what Ishtola thinks of the surprise. Lest you wonder, she's doing very well, and the conjurers have left her in her sister's care. Let's go and pay them a visit, shall we?
Ishtola! I'm so glad you're back!
Her eyes are changed.
You are safe. Thank the 12. Something has changed about you, Alphino. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Worry not. I am well enough.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream. The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You are the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphino. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we were in Ishgard, you see.
But weren't her eyes green in the ARR? I wonder if that can be fixed. Ooh. That's very nice.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
A means to prise open a hole in an Allagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon.
Well, dang.
But I know of one who could.
Oh?
A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Matoya, my former master.
I was a little worried there. Matoya, the name rings strangely familiar. Ishtola looks absolutely smashing in her new outfit, don't you think? Onward to Charlan. Y'shtola wishes to tell you more about her former master, Matoya. In my youth, I had the honor of studying under Master Matoya in the field of etheric research. I have no doubt that her knowledge will be of aid to our cause. The question is, will she share it with us? My master has ever been willful. The gods forbid anyone disagrees with her. When the Garlean Empire first marched upon Eorzea some 15 years ago, the denizens of Charlan were summoned back to the motherland. However, Matoya refused to join the exodus. To this day, she lives a hermit's life on the fringes of the abandoned city. So it is to the Dravanian hinterlands that we must go, to the place of my birth. Though Alize and I were born in Charlan, our days there were short. We remained only until the Exodus, and I have not returned since. Oh, so it is to be a homecoming, then. As fine a reason as any to go to Charlan, and it would afford us the opportunity to pay my master a visit. Ahem. I believe you have mistaken our primary objective, Y'shtola. At any rate, the journey will take us through largely unknown territory. Let us first return to Ishgard and make our preparations. We managed to find Y'shtola. Given time, I'm sure we'll be reunited with the others as well. So this is the Holy See. I should like to linger a while and take in the sights, but it must wait until after our mission. Charlan is situated in the Dravanian hinterlands. To get there, we must strike west and traverse the breadth of the Dravanian forelands. Make no mistake, it will be a grueling journey. The party shall be comprised of Myrokos, Y'shtola, and myself. Tataru, pray remain in Ishgard and continue the search for our missing friends. Yes, sir. First, let us make for Tailfeather. When we last set foot here, Estinian and Azale were with us. Though it was not all that long ago, I find myself strangely taken by nostalgia. A long soak in the life stream followed by a long journey. I would not recommend it to anyone. But rest assured, my strength is returning to me. I shall be back to my former self ere long. Great new nation. Y'shtola is ready to press on westward to the Dravanian hinterlands. Given my experience, I think I will go with the Dark Knight weapon. Samurai weapon looks good too. And Dark Knight. I believe I am sufficiently rested. Let us continue west to Charland. Once we descend the mountain path, we will arrive at the Dravanian hinterlands. From there, it is but a short distance to the city. Be warned that we shall be passing through Nath territory. We must needs be wary of them and dragons both.
To the Thalaic River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Charlian, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
Matoya dwells on the far side of the Thalaic River. Let us search for a crossing. If I can avoid fates, I would prefer to do so. what it must have been like to live here in its heyday. E7 Noms, southwest. There. With 15 years abandoned, and already Charlian has fallen into such disarray. Verily, a city is no more than its inhabitants. The bridge ahead is collapsed. I am afraid we shan't be crossing there. But worry not, I know another way. See you the towering structure to the north? We should be able to cross there. I'm assuming that is the towering structure. We should be able to cross there. Okay. Knowledge seeks no man. So says the motto of Charlian engraved upon yonder stone. The meaning is simple. It falls to us to seek enlightenment. During the 6th Astral Era, at the turn of the 13th century, men from the northern nation of Charlian journeyed across the seas to Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arriving at these shores, they established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement, and the settlement prospered, and so much so that it became counted amongst Eorzea's great city-states. Alas, those glory days are now but a fading memory. With her keepers lost to her, Charlene has become an empty husk of her former self. Uplander is mistaken. Charlene has new keepers, is on cusp of new age of glory. Goblins, here to plunder the city. Uplander is mistaken muchly. We are not thieves. This place is our home. Your home? When last I looked, it was mine and Alphino's. We were born here. When Uplanders abandoned city, Uplanders gave up claim. Born here or no, Uplanders are trespassers. My friends, please, we did not come to dispute your claim to this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. Be calm, I beg you. Let us speak like the civilized folk we are. Surely we can come to a mutual understanding. If that is true, then Uplanders are welcome here. Come with Slowfix. Slowfix will show Uplanders settlement. I suppose it's only to be expected that others would come and occupy Charlene. Nonetheless, it feels akin to having strangers take over your home in your absence. From the Goblin's perspective, such a well-appointed city is certainly an attractive position. Here is Heart of Settlement, name of Idleshire. What have we got here? Guests? Greetings to you. I am Alphino Levier, and may I introduce my companions Myrokos and Ishtola. We have journeyed far in search of a friend and seek to cross the river. But finding the main bridge collapsed. You went looking for a detour and ended up stumbling into Slowfix and his crew, is that right? That is the short of it, aye. This place, Idleshire, I came expecting a ghost town. Suffice it to say I am surprised to find it so alive. While with all them precious artifacts lying about, 'twas only a matter of time afore treasure hunters like me moved in, but we weren't the first to arrive neither. By then, Slowfix and his gobby friends were already settled. At first, gobbies and hunters disliked each other, but understanding came, then friendship. Now gobbies and hunters have joined hands to build great new nation. So that is what happened after we Charlene's departed. Oh, so you're locals. No hard feelings, I hope. All these nice buildings, but no one to live in them. Felt a waste, you know? We've been trying to put the place to rights, and things have been going well for the most part, but it ain't all smooth sailing. Not to sound ungrateful, but the traps your people left lying about are a bloody nuisance, and there's the Illuminati harrying us day and night. Slowfix has bright idea. Uplanders desire mutual understanding. Yes, best way to understanding is helping one another. Help citizens of Edelshire, and Uplanders can be citizens too. Citizens are free to cross the river. While I am not aware of a quicker way to reach our destination, let us assist Slowfix and his people. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Dark Knight weapon. I probably should pick one of these other ones. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not. Now I'm gonna go with the Dark Knight weapon. Get something I can make use of. This place is Edelshire, heart of great new nation. Free nation built by all and free for all. Golems be gone. Golems be gone. Okay. Slowfix wants you to eliminate the golems that prowl Edelshire. So Uplanders agree to help. Good! Here's what Slowfix wants Uplanders to do. Many golems prowl Edelshire. Get in the way of expansion plans. Slowfix wants Uplanders to eliminate golems. Uplanders are Charlene, yes? Charlene's know the best way to deal with creatures. Sentinel golems. I dare say Stola will know how to deal with them. So we are to eliminate the golems. That should be a simple enough affair. The automata were employed as sentinels and by design can be unmade with a coded command. At the time of the Exodus, it was noughts and crosses, and I see no reason why it should not still work. Let us divide the task between the three of us, the quicker to be finished with it. And with the chat in say mode, use your keyboard or software keyboard to enter the coded command noughts and crosses to unmake a golem. Okay, so those are his to deal with. see what's around the corner here. Of all the luck, one of my golems was not receptive to the password and tried to pummel me bloody. Thankfully, I managed to dance clear of its fists and strike it down. I am pleased to report that my golems obediently crumbled at my command. Yep, ditto. Golems are no more? Wonderful! Now we can resume work to expand settlement. I've got a rogue starting. Okay. Suffix has the look of a goblin who is about to ask you a favor. An Illuminati incident. Uplanders helped Gobbyflock earned right to be citizens of Hadelshire, but Suffix must ask another favor. Another favor, you say? Short time ago, dear friend of Suffix ventured into Illuminati territory. Illuminati are nasty goblins, show no mercy even towards Gobbykin. Suffix fears for friend's life. Please find friend before Illuminati do. I am suddenly taken by a sense of foreboding. Be that as it may, we cannot turn a blind eye. Let us make haste and find Suffix's friend. But I thought that, we just had to help with that one thing and then we'd become citizens and then we can go that way. Yeah, sorry I didn't read that aloud. I think my voice is starting to fade. Oh, it's Brayflux. Oh, hello there. Oh boy. Goodly Uplander, long time no eye catch. What bringing Uplander here? Does Uplander have lusty eyes for junk of Brayflux? Uplander must not be touching junk of Brayflux. Brayflux is finding junk first. Ooh, that was a little bit of a glitch in the cinematic. I knew I recognized that voice. Greetings, Brayflux. It has been a while. Forgive us for interrupting your work, but Captain Wiskite gave me to understand that you are marked by the Illuminati. This happens to be Illuminati-held territory. Is it wise to be here? Brayflux eat Illuminati for sun-upses. Uh-oh. Who's this? Quick thinks all thoughts. Who eats who for sun-upses? Wah! Brayflux all talks. Unwise you are to come here after dirty taking secret knowings of cheese make from Illuminati. Brayflux did no unright. Cheese recipe is gobby birthright. Save tongue flaps for trading in Death Pit. Oh my. Oh, not this again. Oh dear Lord. Pray to Godfathers for punishment is near times. It appears we have no choice. What? Dude, he failed. How? Oh, Stella died? Good heavens. Okay, given the fact that I had trouble with that, I may do this one on very easy just to clear it. Because I don't know how I'm, as a black mage, I'm going to clear that. Okay, I can skip the cutscene, already read it. See everyone's health. And you know, Alphino, if you didn't stand in the middle of the mechanic, you might live longer.
To me! Have at you!
Illuminati no match for Furious Gobfist of Brayflox. And what exactly did you do? More junk is awaiting Brayflox, much like Brayflox is taking leave of Uplanders. So that was the famous Brayflox. I have newfound respect for the company of heroes. That a motley crew such as theirs could achieve the feats they did bespeaks unwavering solidarity. Being embroiled in a cheese war was the last thing I expected coming to Charlene. At any rate, we have fulfilled Slowfix's request. Let us return with the good tidings and be on our way. In the meantime, taking care of your Illuminati problem. One does not simply drift in the life stream. It is a constant struggle to hold on to your very essence. The experience has hardened me in ways I can ill explain. I had known that Ishtola was capable, but to invoke such potent magics so effortlessly, I must needs redouble my efforts if I am to approach her level of mastery. Uplanders are back. Did Uplanders find friend of Slowfix? Time has not cured recklessness of Brayflox. Without help from Uplanders, Brayflox would now be dead gubby. Slowfix owes Uplanders debt of gratitude. Slowfix and Brayflox are joined in unseverable gubby bond. If Slowfix had known that Uplanders are friends of Brayflox, Slowfix would have welcomed Uplanders to Gubbyflock at first meeting. Oh really now? Finally, I can upgrade. Leaving Adelshire, a grateful Slowfix is ready to grant you your heart's desire. Uplanders have upheld bargain most highly. As promised, Slowfix makes Uplanders honored citizens of Adelshire, free to cross river at will. Though Uplanders must leave for now, Slowfix hopes that Uplanders will pay many visits and help rebuild great new nation. You are most kind, my friend. You may be certain that we will return. I must confess, at first it upset me to learn that my home had been occupied by others, but I see now that it is in good hands. Under your care, I look forward to seeing Charlene thrive once more, to become a home to people of all races and creeds. Slowfix has already ordered the Godwatch to let Uplanders through safely. Safe travels. Alphino, Myrokos, shall we then? Coming up on towards 3.5 hours now. Let's see. Of course it's blocked. And I thought people could cross the river. I shall be very cross if we are asked to clear this mountain of rubble. So we are free to go. Where exactly? Yeah, where? By order of Chief Slowfix, Uplanders can come and go at will. One moment for clearing away barricade. Finally, we can continue on our journey. Oh, bro. Ahem. Barring any misadventure, we shall soon arrive at the cave where Motoya resides. Unless you have unfinished business in Adelshire, let us strike out at once. I am ready whenever you are. Let us go and meet the legendary Matoya. I am ready whenever you are. Okay. Ahead lies the answering quarter where the scholars of Charlene gathered to hone their knowledge. Even from this distance, 'tis plain that much of it has been given back to the wilderness. Given the fact that I have Red Mage a lot closer, I may go with the Red Mage. Man, need to be level 59 to proceed. Dang. Okay, I guess this is as good a point as any to, end the stream, as I need to work some more leveling on my Black Mage to be able to progress the MSQ. If you liked what you saw at any point, please give me a follow on Twitch if you haven't already done so, and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitch, link to YouTube is down in the details. Go give me a subscribe and follow there to catch up on all of my previous parts of this Let's Play. If you're watching this on... is this my first playthrough? Streaming-wise, yes. This is the very first time I've ever done a playthrough, Bold Ellison. If you're watching this on finding this on YouTube, link to Twitch will be found in the description, so you can come over here and give me a follow and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live, because it's always better live. Yeah, without further ado, I will see you anon, friends.